Hello, hello, hello. Let me get my notes. I need my notes. What's popping? Hi now. Welcome to another episode of Close Friends. I'm your host, Sabina. And yeah, today we're talking about the last 2 years in Lisbon, like what has happened. And because I already told you, or you will, I think the first episode will have come out. I don't know how many weeks, but yeah, we're leaving Lisbon. We've been here for 2 years. It was it was beautiful. It taught me a lot of things. It taught me a lot of things, and yeah, that's the main focus about what we're talking today, because Lisbon really taught me so many things. For example, let's get right to it. That moving to another country is not even that hard, because a lot of people, especially when I moved here, they're like, "Oh my god, wow!" Like, um, I couldn't do that, and wow, like, how do you have the courage to do that, and this and that, and they were like so like as if I'm moving to the moon. Like it's like we're still in Europe. I lived my whole life in Germany, and now I'm living in Lisbon. Like that's 2 hours. It's this like 2 hours with plane. With the plane, it's the same as if I'm moving 2 hours with car somewhere in Münster, in Germany. so, um, so for me, that was like never an aspect that it's going to be hard. I don't know why, because I always had the thought in my mind that if it's hard, I can always go back. Like it's not that I'm going back now because it's hard. I'm going back now because I just have the feeling as if my time in Lisbon has come to an end. I have the feeling like I don't really feel the job I'm doing anymore, and also I don't know. I just have the feeling in my heart that this chapter is done. This chapter has taught me a lot, and now it's time to like move to the next chapter. I don't know. I see my life like in stages, and this was now a stage. Like we've lived in Lisbon for 2 years, and now I'm moving on, and I'm moving on with such a good feeling. Also, I have to ask, I have to add, of course I'm privileged because of like the German passport and stuff like that I can do this like easily and stuff like that. But still, also like most of my friends are German, and they were also still like very shocked that I'm doing it. Like sometimes things seem harder than they are. Literally, so many things seem harder than they are. Mm, Another thing which I needed to learn is because when I came here, I thought that Portuguese people are going to be so chill and so cool and so. And I am not saying that they aren't, but I'm saying that I met a lot of people who are uh, very fake, very irritating, very insecure. We already spoke about the two insecure people I met. Um, and yeah, and it in general just taught me that there are a lot of different type of people in the world, and I will have to manage my way around them. Also with that, corporate life, I've learned that corporate life is not for me. I love corporate life because I could work like from home and stuff like that, but corporate life in general, office life, I hated my time in the office. Like the this 5 months, I was working 5 months in the office, and it was it was not fun. The people in the office, the supervisors, the only thing fun in the office was the way going to the office, because I was getting my steps in, because I was always walking to the office and back. So I was walking about 1 hour each day, like 5 days a week. And that's the only positive part of it, that I was getting my steps in, my legs were toned. But corporate life, nah. Something which I also really learned in these past 2 years is I kind of discovered my love for solo traveling. I God. I was so scared traveling the first time alone. The first time where I really traveled alone, of course, I've been to places alone, but I wasn't like alone in the places. Um, but here I got so much courage to like just explore a little bit. So I went to London, I went to Cape Verde, I went to Jamaica. I'm going again to Jamaica. So like I literally saw that traveling or solo traveling is not that hard. And I always wanted to travel much more, but I always like felt that I needed somebody to come with me. And once you've done it alone the first time, you will do it again the second, third, fourth, 1 millionth time, because you really see how empowering it is. That just the freedom that you can do whatever you want to do on your holiday, and also um just to see how you can handle like being alone in a different place. It's, I don't know how to explain it, but it just gave me, it just showed me a new side of me. And yeah, now traveling is one of my biggest hobbies, even though it's motherfucking expensive, but it's still like one of my biggest hobbies, and I love traveling. And yeah, I just love exploring the world, and I don't think that you need somebody to do that, because I've been doing that for the last 2 years alone, and I'm also planning after I've been in Germany. Like I'm literally just going to Germany to save money so that I can then go like backpacking for a year. But yes, these 2 years also made me reflect a lot about how I want to live and how I want my life to look like. And it also made me realize that I should start being scared of things and the things that I want to do. For example, YouTube. So I started, even though I started like in the last few months of my staying here. But yeah, it literally, I reflected so much about my life, so much about my friends, so much about situations I've been in. And yeah, I've come to the conclusion that I am not really that people person. It might seem that I'm a people person because I'm very openly and stuff, like people irritate me, because people don't mean what they say. and and I can't handle shit like that. Like I can't handle it. Like, because why? Like, for me, I hate people who lie. And if you don't mean what you say, for me, that's lying. And I'm like, why are you lying to me? We are adults. What do you think will happen if you tell me the truth? But yeah, that I needed to learn in a hard way. Also, but some positive things. I got less like I got way less messy. I used to be so messy, but I also think that it had a lot to do with my mental state. And because of that, because my mental state got better, I also got better in being tidied and everything. um Got also back into my gym routine, which I'm very proud of. I gained like, I don't know, 10 kilograms, which I'm also very proud of. Not gonna lie, I always wanted to gain weight. I even still want to gain some more weight. So um mm, mm, yeah, as I already said, I was struggling a lot with my mental health before coming to Lisbon. I was also on antidepressants for about 1.5 years. And also, before coming to Lisbon, I was also like in mental health institution. So I was really struggling, but I don't know, a lot of things just shifted. I started like really taking my time to ask myself questions, why I allowed so many situations to happen. And at the end of the day, the answer to all these things were insecurities and me just wanting to be liked, loved, and stuff like that, like picked. But as I started like to invest more into myself, I really realized that I don't really like those people who I wanted to impress. And so yeah, this really made me closer to myself. And it sounds so cliche, but I spent so much time alone, and I really enjoyed the time that I spent alone. And from that, I kind of realized that I don't really need so many people around me, and I like it's not that I'm against people, but I don't know. It's I love my solitude. But yeah, another thing is I'm hoping that when I'm moving back to Germany, it will stay the same. Like my mental health, because oh god, Germany's already pissing me off. I've not even landed yet, but I'm already stressed. But we will get through that as we've get through everything, and I also have the feeling that I am mentally capable to handle all the situations that are coming towards me in Germany, because we are a strong motherfucker. We've been through things. We are still going to go through things, like nah. Also, with Germany and me living in Lisbon, I had to let go of a lot of friends, not because of the distance or something like that. Not that wasn't really a problem. More that I really saw their real character. I really saw their real character, and I really just had to let go of that. I really just had to let go of that, and that also made me realize that people come and go. Like literally, people come in seasons, and most of the friends which I had were also I wouldn't say that they were bad friends, but they were kind of using me a little bit, because I had I didn't have that much self-respect. So it was more to their gain than to my gain, and I was also the biggest pick me, not just in boys but also in friendships. Like I used to do everything, but reflecting and going through situations and stuff um made me also realize, and also just like asking myself question if they've been there for me the way I have been there for them, made me realize that it has never been like that. It has always been more one-sided and stuff like that, and I'd rather don't have these friends than just to say that I have friends, even though it's not like my definition of friendship. And I really had to redefine my definition of friendship, because for me, a friend is not just somebody that you talk to. You have to really have common things you talk to, and you have to have the same moral compass, because I literally had to cut out, I don't know, three, four, five people this year, because I ended up finding out that they were low key racist. Yeah, yeah. The shook on my face. The shook on my face. The shook on my face. Yeah. But yeah, that's also things that I'm not going to argue about. I don't care how long we've known each other. If I start to realize and see that you're racist, homophobic, transphobic, any type of, I don't argue with something like that. Like we can have disagreements, we don't have to agree on everything, but on things like nah, nah. And while leaving, I will cuss you out. I will cuss you out. Like, and I need to cuss you out because I'm angry. I'm angry that I didn't see it. So I will have to cuss a little. I'll have to cuss a little. But yeah, am I excited to see these people again? No, I'll keep it also so on the low that I'm back in Germany. Not that I'm afraid or that I'm hiding from them, but I don't want to see their faces because I know how I will get. So we'll be on the low, and if they see me, then they see me. I've mastered the act of pretending I've never met you in my life. So um sorry, said my roommate, like, to accept people, my roommate taught me that like having change of roommates and stuff just taught me how many different characters are in the world, because the type of roommates I've had a couple who were both 18, and it was going from fighting to loud sex to fighting to fucking to fighting to then then I had a full on Israeli girl who decided that this apartment has was also promised to her 3,000 years ago. Hopefully this is not going to get removed. Then then I had the dude who was trying to make me be afraid of him. Like now currently I'm living together with a Christian, but who is in Christian psychosis, who doesn't know if he should cut his locks or not because it's not written in the Bible. Like, I've just learned that there are a lot of people, and I'm happy that I'm not those type of people. I'm so happy that I'm not like the things that I saw. But yeah, let people be, and they should let me be. Like, but it just taught me that I can really be happy with the person that I am, because there are some people struggling and just making decisions for themselves. And like, nah. Um, I met a lot of people. I didn't really make new friends. I made maybe one new friend, and where I'm also not very sure if she's a friend, because she's also a very very big yes sayer. I've gone with that, like I've been through that with her, but we're working on it. I want to see her strong. I've healed so many parts of my inner child, so many parts of my inner child. I've also like come to the conclusion that I don't really thrive for acceptance of my parents anymore. Like, or like well, I don't even want to impress them anymore, because I'm not really impressed with their lives. Like, I don't see me having their life. So if they're like if they'll tell me that they don't like my lifestyle, or they don't like the way I live, I'll be like, yeah, same. Like, I just see them as people who happen to be my parents, and yeah, like, I'm kind of giving them the chance to get to know me again, to get to know the adult me, and I think they'll be shocked. I think they'll be shocked. But yeah, I'm kind of giving them the chance to get to know me, if they rather take it or not. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I feel so many parts that I'm even the thought of me moving back to Germany, and then also for a small part of time, for a small amount of time, living back with my parents. Like, if you told me that 2023, never, never. Like, I would never wanted to speak to my father again. But now I'm just like, I've went through so many situations and so many things, and in my head, my father is literally a mental ill, emotional, not available man. And in my head, he's a loser. And I'm not going to waste my time to be speaking, and explaining my emotion, and explaining what he did to me as a child, and this and that. Nah, 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 nah. Because my father is also a little bit, how do you call it, a narcissist, and that will push his ego that he did me like wrong. So no, 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 no. I'm just going to be there, be the person that I am, and will bully him. Yeah. Uh, like, I would bully this man. You would. No, I would bully this man. I need to bully him for my teenage self, because in my head, you are a grown adult bullying a child and a teenager. Now we're both adults. Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got. And that's also another thing. My father, he doesn't know that him as a man treating me the way he treated me as a child made me the the biggest, like, how can I say it, not respecting men, like, not like, I don't have any tiny bit of respect towards men. And I think he doesn't know that I won't also have respect towards him. But I'm ready to show him everything. Like, I don't know. I think he's going to be shocked of what he did, because he's literally the root of. I'm not saying that he made me the person that I am, because I made the person that I am. But there's some things that just happened because I got beaten as a child, and in my head I will never allow that again to happen. That's why I'm now like so loud, so openly spoken, so pretendo strong. So and yeah, I'm going to like, I I have the feeling, just by going through all the situation that has happened in my past, I have learned so many things about this man, what he doesn't have the mental capacity to reflect on, and I will use that against him. Yeah, because I'm evil. He doesn't know the daughter he raised. So let's get back. I learned a lot for people and their love for projection. My father is very one. That's why I will spin it around. Like, like I'm so excited to bully this man now. Wow. Wow. And the thing is, I'm vexed. Huh. It's okay. I'm also very sure that I won't get home and then be like back to being 16 or something like that. Nah, like I've grown so much and I have to, like, I owe myself to stand up for myself like once. And now that I'm an adult, like try. Nah, I'm not even into this. Nah. I got that. Um, yeah, in general, what I can just say is that I'm leaving Lisbon stronger, sexier, and just mentally wiser, mentally much stable, and yeah, just better. I'm very excited for the things that are going to come in future, like in the future in general in Germany. The 2 years that I'm going to live there, I'm planning on living in Germany for about 2 years before I go again to see the world. Um, but yeah, in general, I'm very happy and grateful that I had the chance, the opportunity to stay in Lisbon and do all the things what I did here, and also create like new hobbies like drawing. Started finally my podcast and YouTube and everything. And yeah, I'm just really happy for all the things that are going to come in the future and the woman that I'm going to be in the future. I'm so excited. I don't know how I can express it. It's just that a lot of things has happened the last few years. And I also see that a lot of things are still on the way on happening. So I'm just like, I'm ready to receive. But yeah, that was this week's episode. My hair is again. Blah. That was this week's episode. Thank you again, as usual, for being a part of this journey, growing with me. And see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And bye.